guys, and welcome back to my channel. So today I wanted to play with a new brand at Sephora that launched a couple of months ago. I picked it up during the Sephora savings event, so I thought today we would give it all a try. They did only launch 3 products, but I thought we would try all 3 of those out today. They launched a new skin tint. They also launched a powder, and then they also launched a liquid blush. This came out in 4 different shades. I just picked up one to try it out, and this is in the shade Behati. I think I'm saying that right. So I thought that this would be a good brand to try because it is a clean brand, which is great. It also is an SPF brand, so all of their products have SPF in them. The skin tint is SPF 50, the powder is SPF 30, and then the liquid blush is SPF 50. This is also a non-comedogenic brand, which means it won't clog your pores, and for someone like me with acne-prone skin, I do love when I see that in a product. Their sunscreen is also, it's a mineral sunscreen, which is also great for acne-prone skin. So if you have acne-prone skin, this might be a good brand for you to give a try. So let's go ahead and jump into this. So we're going to jump into the skin tint first. I do have to mix 2 shades because they were out of my shade during the savings event. So I just picked up shade medium and shade fair to mix them to get a light shade. So this is the outer packaging here of the skin tint. And then this is what the bottle looks like. So you have a cap on top here, and then you have a dropper to dispense the product. So I'm just going to go ahead and mix a couple of drops of each of these shades on the back of my mirror. Okay, so now that I've mixed some of that together to what I think will be a good shade match, I'm just going to pin my hair back here, and then I'm just going to get some on my fingertips here and kind of spread that across my cheeks, and then I'm just going to go in here with my Hourglass foundation brush and start to spread this around. So this says this is a weightless broad spectrum tinted daily skin protector with a light to medium coverage with a natural finish. Natural finish is my preferred finish. I don't like anything that's really too matte or too dewy because I do have combo skin, so I get oily areas. So I like how this is going on. It's laying down on the skin very nicely. I'm just going in with my, dipped my brush into my little color concoction there. That's giving me a little bit more coverage. And you can still see some skin and some blemishes coming through, which I actually like that, especially for those no makeup kind of days. But this is really lightweight, and I really like how it feels on the skin. It just spreads so smoothly, almost like just like a moisturizer or like an actual serum. So I'm just going to keep applying this to the face. This is canceling out a lot of my redness that I have, I'm noticing here, especially on my forehead. I have some extra redness going on right now, just with winter and dry skin and all of that. I did do my normal base products to prep the skin, which is just the e.l.f. Power Grip with niacinamide. I do have the original as well, but I just got the niacinamide one. I wanted to try that. And then I always go over my pore areas here with the Tarte Timeless Smoothing Primer. I love this stuff for pore filling. And these two products together for me are like a dream combo. Grips my makeup, fills in my pores, just really smooths my skin out, and makes my makeup last all day. I'm just dragging this down the neck a little bit, just because it's not a complete perfect match. Okay, so now that that is all blended out and is looking nice and smooth, I am going to go in with concealer, and I'm just going to go in with the Tower 28 Serum Concealer, just in keeping with a lighter, no makeup look. Okay, so that's all blended out, and these two pair really well together. I'm going to go ahead and set the face, and I'm going to go in with the powder here. I did pick up the lightest shade, which is shade Light 01. And then on the inside, this is the packaging of the powder. And they do give you a little puff. So I'm going to use that to set underneath the eyes and in the T-zone. I love it using puffs to do those particular areas. This feels very finely milled and smooth, and it's definitely helping to smooth out my under eye area. Let's see what the claims are with this. Just says it is a brightening finishing powder, is a blurring broad spectrum mineral loose powder that smooths skin and sets makeup with a natural finish. So I will say that this powder has a bit of an undertone to it, and it has almost like it has a little bit of a coverage. I don't know, for it being the lightest shade, if I would say it's brightening. Maybe because there's a little bit of a yellow undertone to it, but I do like the finish that it's giving. So I'm just going to set around here, down the side of the face, across my chin, just the areas where I tend to get oily the most. And do a little bit up here on my forehead. Okay, so I'm going to go ahead and get into the blush. So this is the shade that I picked up. It's kind of like a, just like a cool pinky, little bit of mauve type of shade. It's really pretty and very neutral. So I'm just putting some on the back of my hand. I'm going to pick it up from there just because I don't know how pigmented this is. I'm just going to start to apply this on the cheeks. This has a nice amount of pigment. It's not overly pigmented, but not like too light of a pigment or too much of a wash, if that makes sense. I like this color. It's really pretty. I just picked up one to try the product just to see what it would look like on, how it would wear. And it doesn't dry down too fast either. Some liquid blushes dry down so fast and you have to work with them so quickly, or else you're left with very splotchy blush that just looks patchy and not blended well at all. So I am really liking how this is looking here on the cheeks. Okay, so I'm very happy with how that is looking on the cheeks and how that blended out. So just to keep going with a lighter makeup look, I am going to go ahead and with the Makeup by Mario Soft Sculpt Transforming Skin Enhancer in the shade Light Medium. This is not too overly pigmented, so I thought it would look good paired with this blush, and just so that we can get some warmth on the face and but keep the blush as the focal point. So I'm just going to continue warming up the face with the Skin Enhancer. So I am happy with how that is looking. However, it is a little glowy, so I think I'm going to take a little bit of the Ciele powder and go all over the face with it. Lightly dust this all over the face. I'm going to go ahead and do a little brow. Okay, so brows are done. I'm going to go ahead and just set them with the Kosas Air Brow Clear Brow Gel. I was always very into tinted brow gels, and recently I have been just trying out clear ones because obviously most of the pigment that goes into your eyebrows is from your eyebrow pencils. So I thought, why not try out a good clear one and see what good ones actually hold your brows in place. So if you have any suggestions on what your favorites are, let me know down in the comments, because I would love to know what other ones are good ones to try. So I'm going to keep the eye look simple today, and I'm just going to go in with this Maracuja Juicy Mini Palette from Tarte that I got in one of my gift sets from my gift set haul that I did in my previous video. So I'm just going to go into the crease with this shade here called Blossoming. Now I'm just going to jump into this shimmer shade here called Flower Patch, and I am going to use a brush to apply that. I did swatch this and it's pretty glittery, so I wanted to use a brush so that I could spray some setting spray on it just to minimize the amount of glitter fallout. Okay, so I just ran that shimmer shade across the top of the lid there. I am going to go back into that Blossoming shade and just run that across the lower lash line here a little bit. before I jump into mascara, just to have a little bit of color there on the lower lash line. So I'm going to go ahead and jump into mascara. So I'm going to go ahead and use the Cali Ray mascara that I've been using and loving. Okay, so now that I'm done with the eyes, I am just going to jump into lips real quick here. I'm going to go in with the Charlotte Tilbury Lip Cheat in this shade Supersize Me. And I'm just going to go over that liner with this Lippy by Ravie Beauty. This is Ali Glein's new makeup brand. And this is her Effortless Lips in the shade Dahlia. I picked this shade up and the shade Lily. And it is such a beautiful, lightweight, truly buildable coverage. And I have really been enjoying it. If you have not checked out her brand, definitely head over and check that out. It's just raviebeauty.com, and I will have that in the description box below. She also has a makeup bag brand, and I have 2 full sets of them. They're amazing to travel with. Okay, so I am going to go ahead and take my hair down. I am really happy with how everything turned out. This Serum skin tint is absolutely amazing. It feels so good on the skin. It makes your skin feel very moisturized, very juicy. I did, like I said, go in with a little bit of powder because it was a little dewy for me. And with oily skin, I just wanted to have my face set a little bit more than just with using the puff underneath my eyes. But so far, no creasing. It just looks really natural with that natural finish that it claims. So far, all of the claims are holding true. So I'm going to go ahead and wear this for the remainder of the day. It is currently about 10 after 1. So I will have this on for probably a good 8 hours. So again, I will leave you notes down in the comments below of how everything wore. And if you have any questions on anything, certainly leave that in the comments below. Hey guys, so it is the end of the evening, and I wanted to jump in here and just give you the results of my wear test of the Ciele skin tint. I know I said I would leave that down in the comments for you, but I had a few extra minutes, so I thought I would just hop on and go ahead and show you what the face is looking like. It is getting a little shiny in my forehead and T-zone, but it just looks like a healthy dewy glow, so I'm honestly not mad at it. I have not touched it up at all today. I haven't reapplied powder or anything like that. I do feel like the pigment from the blush in the cheek area is still there and just as vibrant as it was. So overall, I do think this wore really well. It also did not settle into any of my lines, which is something that I look for in a good foundation or skin tint. So I'm really happy about that. So again, overall, I am super pleased with this product. I am happy with how it applied. It went on smoothly and blended seamlessly. It was super easy to blend, and it wore really, really well. So this is definitely a product that I'm going to continue to use. and I hope that you go ahead and grab it and give it a try, because I definitely do think that it's worth it. Below. Other than that, that is it for today's video. Thank you guys for joining me, and I can't wait to see you in my next video. Please make sure you hit that like button, and don't forget to subscribe so you don't miss any of my future uploads. Have an amazing day. Bye, guys.